Hadouken! Toasty!
Hey guys, Chatty Justin coming at you with a quick video here. Real quick, do polygraph machines or lie detector tests work? Simply, they don't work. They kind of work, but they don't. The simple basis of a lie detector test is a machine that can detect with almost pinpoint accuracy that if you are lying or not, whether you're telling the truth or you're telling big fat fibs. The problem with that is it's impossible to know for certain if someone is lying. And especially with a polygraph test where they hardly ever work. It's definitely the kind of machine that should only be used as sort of some psychology trick, not to be taken seriously. The human body and the nervous system, which is what it reads off, is super complex, and there are many emotions that someone feels under different situations, and all of these things can be experienced differently. In a polygraph test, some people can feel stressed, worried, very anxious. Some people might seem completely calm and placid. Some people might be furious. You never know. And it's pretty much, all of these things are different for everyone else. And especially when your anxiety's up, your emotions go into flux, and there's no possible way to tell whether or not someone's telling the truth from a polygraph test. Now, even the person who created the polygraph test later stated that his machine was a joke. He thought it worked when he made it, but with further testing and analysis, it just didn't work, and that he was pretty shocked that police use it. But yeah, for police, people who are trying to uncover the truth, using a polygraph machine is kind of, ironic in a way. It's like, we're the police. We're gonna push for justice and solve this crime by finding the truth using this dodgy polygraph machine that won't actually tell us any useful information. If anything, you can use it to get confessions, but you can't use the data it gives you to make judgments on whether someone's telling the truth or not. And but even then, you might get a false confession. There's a few cases where people were being interrogated for long periods of time and be convinced that something happened, and will give accounts of a crime that occurred in great detail when in actuality it never really happened. And there's a lot of studies backing all this up. So no one should ever use a lie detector test to see if someone's telling the truth. For example, Jeremy Kyle. I'm sure there's multiple times where his lie detector test has fucked up, and either someone who wanted to know if their partner was cheating was tricked by Jeremy Kyle into thinking that they weren't cheating, or they were cheating when they weren't. Which, in both cases is a terrible thing. Okay? It's just impossible to tell. And that goes the same with most methods that people say, this will tell you if someone's lying or not. It's not going to tell you. The best way to tell if someone's lying, it's off your gut instincts. That's the best way. And, even then, your gut instincts aren't going to be 100% sure, which in most cases you'll have to resort to your gut instincts, but also thinking, has this person lied before? How has this person acted when they've lied? And you know, what kind of behaviors does this person exhibit while they're lying, after they've lied, before they're about to lie? And what happens if I call them out on a lie compared to if I lie about them doing something? The best way to find if someone's lying is psychology, not a lie detector test. But even then, you can't rely on psychology to tell if someone's lying. In the end, it's pretty much impossible to tell with 100% certainty if someone is lying. You can't tell. It's different for everyone. Now, there's a few guidelines you follow to figure out if someone's lying or not. But for the most part, it's very different between different people. And, you know, someone could be the most pathological liar in the world and be the worst liar in the world as well. Someone could only ever tell one lie in their life but be the best liar in the damn world. You know, it's different. It's different between people. So lie detector tests don't work. Trust your instincts and analyze behavior if you think someone's lying. But don't, you know, read into it. And don't, if you don't have evidence to support your claims for something serious, then don't accuse if you don't have evidence. Because, you know, it's... If someone took your stuff, like for example, my cousin was over, me, my brother and my cousin were playing Minecraft, and they took a bunch of wheat and made bread. Like, they took all our wheat from our chest, made bread, and didn't tell anyone, which, you know, is fine. It was a community chest, I suppose. They didn't refill it though. Again, not a problem. And my brother said, did someone take all of the wheat? It's gone missing. And I said, I don't know where the wheat's gone. And my cousin didn't say anything. They heard. They definitely heard. They didn't say anything. They were in the room. So, and then I saw my cousin with some bread, and I'm like, it was my cousin. They denied it. They had the bread. They had a whole stack of bread they were eating in front of us as we were asking where did all the wheat go. So and then they got and we said, why are you lying? Because we don't care that they took the bread. We cared that they were lying. We said, why are you lying to us? And they got very defensive. Which, if they get defensive, you can't use that as they're defensive, they must be lying, or they must be telling the truth, because you can get defensive whether you're telling the truth or not. But there is sometimes a difference. If someone's lying and you call them out on a lie, it's more than likely that they'll get offensive. If you tell them that they're lying when they are, they'll start to be not offensive, abusive is the word. So they'll do a thing called gaslighting, which is what gaslighting is it's where someone will say, for example, two people in a relationship, one of them's abusive and they're beating the other person, and the other person says, why did you beat the fucking shit out of me? And the other person will be like, no, baby, I didn't beat the shit out of you. You're making it up. Now, at first, you know, the person who got beat the fuck up will be like, no, I know you beat me up. I remember it. I have the bruises. But after a while of gaslighting this person, they will start to take their mental memories and thoughts for granted, and they won't believe them, and they'll think they're crazy. And, you know, that's very damaging for people, which is what my cousin was trying to do. My cousin was trying to gaslight. Now, as I said before, on small scales, it's harmless. Over long periods of time, it is. But that's the kind of behavior someone would exhibit if they're lying. But that's not to say that everyone who's lying, who gets called out, will exhibit this type of behavior. Sometimes, as I said, it's impossible to know a lot of the time. You need to know the person. The best way to tell if someone's lying is you need to know the person and just think about how they act in other situations. So don't use a lie detector. It's never going to work. I mean, it might work, but that's, that was by chance. It wasn't, set in stone that it would work. I'm not sure the percentage, but it's not a fairly high percentage that it would work. I'd say about 40%, give or take, maybe 10-15%. That's from memory. So, yeah, if you want to know if someone's lying, learn about psychology. Not only will it help you discover if someone's lying, it'll help you to help friends. It'll help you to understand how people think better. So yeah, trust your gut instincts. Don't trust a machine. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.